Well, I'm sure there's a lot of principles within your business that can be applied to other businesses. There's also, a vast amount of entrepreneurs or people aspiring to be an entrepreneur. I guess when it comes to starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur, what does that mean to you initially before even diving into how do you start a business? Like, what does entrepreneurship mean to you?
So I would say entrepreneurship to me evolves. It is a word that starts out as one thing and turns into another, right? When I first started the business, entrepreneurship to me was making money, right? Then along the way, you encounter so many different scenarios to where you're like, it's not all about money. And at the risk of sounding so corny, it to me became more of a platform, right? We have kids, like there are kids in the community that look up to me. They're like, hey, this guy has, a business. They could perceive it as successful. They don't really know the struggles, but nonetheless, they look, right? I have family, I have siblings, right? So like, imagine this. I sell a bad car, or I sell bad cars, and my sisters are in school or a gathering or a family meeting, and they see somebody that has like an RDU plate frame. And if my siblings know I sell bad cars, because it's not something you can hide, and that person may say something like, oh, I bought a car from your brother, it kind of sucks. That's a bad feeling. Whereas, so these things keep me in line. Like, I need to sell a good car for the sake that these kids might be in class with my sisters, or this might be my mom or dad's friend, or this person could be at a place of worship and talk. And you kind of are guided by these moral values that like, hey, I need to do good so that even people or businesses not affiliated directly with me are not impacted in a negative way. Giving back to the community, right? Helping people who are in need. So like there have been times where somebody's shown up on a bike, right? Think about this. Dude shows up on a bike in the middle of a crazy thunderstorm. Parks his bike, walks inside and is like, I want the keys to that car. You would think maybe like, hey, this guy's up to no good. Like, he just needs his car to get out of this rainstorm because he's drenched. The guy buys the car, then comes back with his daughter later on, like a year, and buys another car. So like you kind of learn so many different scenarios, and you see all walks of life and all people in different situations that you're just kind of like, I'm doing a good thing and I want to keep doing a good thing. And I would say that donating and charity and sweat equity and just being there for people when you can help them, to me, is entrepreneurship today. So of course, being profitable contributes to these things. But in the beginning, when I was younger, when I first opened, it was straight up money, hustle. Not at all costs. Do the right thing, but hustle. And the hustle turned into, hey, like, let's give back. And then the giving back turned into like somewhat of an addiction. Like you find so much gratification and like being able to help and give back and support others. So that's to me entrepreneurship today.
So the entrepreneurship generally started as, oh, I need to find a way to make money and support myself through my business. But then you realize that, oh, these principles that I may have initially been applying to my business, if I want to give back to my community, then I need to kind of change the way I'm doing business or apply some of my own morals and principles to my business.
Yeah, you see, it's basically like this bigger picture moment, right? You see like, oh, it's not all about money, right? So it's like more than you. entrepreneurship becomes like all about you and then more than you. It becomes like all about your business, then all about your community. Because now, after you've sold enough product and had enough people come back to you, like, oh, hey, I crashed my car, you guys did good for me. And, or like, you know, like in 2018, we were the first dealership in the state to accept crypto, right? So like people started reaching out like, look, this guy is like innovative, right? So like people, it inspires, right? So it becomes inspirational. It becomes, and you start to get addicted almost to like, hey, how can I teach people to think outside of the box or be creative in their own craft? And that's basically where we're at. So like it went from straight up money for me, myself, my dealership, to a platform for the community to inspire and create and hopefully give back as much as we can.